5 years ago today that Luke, Joly, Durocher disappeared.
A son vanishes, sparking a years-long search for answers.
Our family has suffered long enough, and we're still suffering to this day.
It is our certainty that he met with foul play.
What happened to him?
All right, good morning, everybody. I want to do a new series on the channel. We've finished with our previous 1969 murder case. We did 21 videos on Carol and Jack McWilliams. And of course, that case was so old that there was not much we could get in terms of moving the case forward. So there is another case that it's older, but it is still current. There is a missing persons case from my town, which I still see the billboards up and the posters up for this kid. And I've toyed with the idea of doing spirit box stuff on this case before. The problem is, guys, that, okay, we believe in this, right? I've gotten answers that blow my mind. Absolutely amazing stuff. But when you're dealing with a case where there are parents involved and siblings involved that are still alive and actively looking for answers for a person, it kind of changes how we go about doing this, because I look like a crackerjack nut to 75% of the population that see me asking a spirit box app for information on murders and things that we can't possibly verify. And in this case, there's obviously more questions than answers, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so we're going to do it tactfully. I have not mentioned anything in front of my phone, this person's name or anything about the case. In fact, guys, I have not researched this case at all. So what I want to do in this very first video is I want to ask some questions about this case, about this kid, where he was, what happened, just generic stuff, and see if we can get answers on this spirit box that convince me enough to continue on with this case, because there are things we can verify. Luc Joly Durocher. He was a young kid who was out on the town with some friends. They went to the bar downtown, and his friends got in the bar, and he was refused entry at the door because they had been drinking before they got there. Now, I don't know what kind of friends these are, but they all went in and had a great time. Well, Luke walked up the street, purportedly to another bar, and then disappeared and was never seen again.
Welcome to W5. North Bay, Ontario is often called the gateway to the north, but the small community a few hours from Toronto is notorious for something not as welcoming: the number of people who have disappeared.
Okay, so I've come up with a few questions. We're going to run necrophonic. I've got my speaker underneath the camera right there, so we'll analyze our responses as always. My first question is, Spirit Team, can you help me with a missing person case and give us information about this case from the other side? Okay, next day editing, Gary. So, full shivers down the back of my neck. Okay, I never know what to feel and how careful we need to be with this case, because it's an ongoing case, guys, and I don't want to misrepresent things. So like I said, I haven't investigated anything before I did my sessions. I want to investigate after and then see if anything that comes up here can be verified. And guys, I'm feeling connected even right now, sitting here rewatching yesterday's work. When I asked, can the spirits help me from the other side? It's like they jump in right away and they start talking about what happened to Luke. They didn't answer my question. It's, again, like one of those playbacks in history, and it says, get him up. They're laughing. Oh, full shiver. Does he have it on him? Dead. Watch this part. Leave. So to me, that sounds like there was more than one killer. They were roughing him up on the street. I'm just telling you what I'm envisioning as I see this. They roughed him up on the street somewhere. they were looking for something that they thought he had on them. Maybe he owed them money or something, or owed them something. What else would a young kid have on him dressed to go out in the bar? He doesn't have much. It must have been money or drugs. Maybe drugs. But from what I've heard about this kid, he was a good kid. You hear the rumors and things around town about the character of people and that. And the reason why there's so much effort into looking for this kid was he was a good kid. He was 20 years old. This is dead, so did they kill him? And then it sounds like watch this part and leave. So were there people there that didn't partake in it but saw it and then left? That feels to me like what happened. And I feel crazy for saying that because I have no proof, but it feels like we're connected. I don't know where the rest of these questions are going, but I feel connected to this. Okay, look, I'm going to say it. I wasn't going to say it because I sound like a nut bar. And I'm no psychic, guys. As you know, if you watch my channel, I do have some kind of connection. Since I was a kid, I can feel things, I can sense things. Sometimes I know things before they happen. And I'm just going to say this because this is all new to me. But after doing the Jack and Carol case for hundreds and hundreds of hours and the 20 whatever videos we made, I'm going to tell you, because full shiver, as that was going across the screen, the words were coming, I was envisioning in my mind's eye, and I just want to tell you what I saw, why I said that. I could see these kids, like a group of kids, including a girl, so not just guys, standing like under a street light with a red brick building. That's the sense I get. And I'm not a freaking psychic, so I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I feel it's important that I have to follow my gut and tell you what I see. There was red brick building under a street light, group of kids. He got jumped. That's what I envisioned in my mind's eye when I heard that. Can you say the name of the person I am interested in researching? Okay. Whoa. Weird wave of emotion here, guys, washed over me. Full shivers. Okay, this is strange, but I have to keep going here because this has never happened. I have tears in my eyes right now because something just came up here. I asked, the next question was to say his name, and it doesn't immediately say his name. But it goes into a bit of a story here that I just told you guys I felt there was a girl in this group that saw this happen. And I feel this is connected. It says, lost respect. I like her. He's talking about the girl that was there. I know it. Blood. Know him. Die. Fish. Then it says his name, Luke. Yes, I know this is crazy. If they can communicate with us through this box, why doesn't Luke or whoever is telling us this just say, so-and-so killed me and put me with the fishes. I'm in this river or this lake, whatever. They don't do that. That's not how it works. You guys know that from the case with Jack and Carol. It's the same thing. It's cryptic. It's always names and a little piece of information. And I don't know why they don't just say it. I believe this is what happened to him. That girl was there. She saw it. He lost respect for her. He died. There was blood. They dumped him in a lake, a river, somewhere. It clearly said die. And fish, then it said his name. And then this was the part where the emotion washed right over me. It says mad. Then it says bring. And then it says just send dad. And I had this envisionment of, that's what he wanted, was his dad. I don't want to do this anymore. This is like too real. It's weird. He was thinking of his dad. He wanted his dad to help him. I have never... Oh. I got a whole bunch more questions to go through, guys, and I just don't want to do it. Okay, I feel totally connected to this kid, this case, and my frustration arises from the last case that we did, guys. I can get all this information. It's like I'm there. It's like I'm connected. It's like I know what they're feeling. Same thing happened to me with Carol, and for a year and a half, I felt connected to this person who'd been dead for 60 years. And the same thing is happening right now with Luke, and I can feel it. So, to me, I don't want to dwell on this for a year and a half. I don't want all these questions and cryptic answers. What I want to do is find where this kid is, where the remains are, so that they could just give him back to his parents. And I think, and I'm so frustrated and worried that we will not get an answer, which is what happened in the Jack and Carol case. We didn't solve anything. We got bits and pieces of a story that could very well be true. It was like a soap opera. I think it was true, but I don't want to do that because there's so many people still alive involved in this case. And I just want that one question answered. And will they answer it? I don't know. I don't know that I want to carry on with this. This may have been a bad idea, guys.